If you have ever noticed the smartest, most respected leaders, they don't rush, they don't bark orders, they don't try to control the room, yet their voice holds influence. Great leaders do their inner work. They recognize their motivations, values, and priorities and align their actions accordingly. That's where leadership truly begins. Not with strategy or tactics, but with self awareness. Before you can lead a team, a project, or a company, you must learn to lead yourself. So, before asking, how do I lead others, take a moment to think before you respond. Reflect on the situation before you react. The moment you can notice your internal state, you can manage it thoughtfully. When you lead yourself with clarity, calm, and purpose, something interesting happens. People just naturally start noticing you. Smart leaders don't just understand system, they understand people. They actually listen not to respond but to connect. They don't just hear anger, they notice the fear underneath. They know when to push and when to pause. And when conflict shows up, they don't jump into who's right. They focus on how do we solve this. That's emotional maturity. When you understand people, you can truly lead them well. Pay attention to the body language, the tone shape, the silence between words. Listen to understand, not just to reply. Use empathy to build bridges, especially when conversations get tough. Research shows that leaders with high emotional intelligence build teams that are more loyal, more creative, and more resilient. Next, smart communication is the heartbeat of leadership. The best leaders communicate clearly and confidently, but never arrogantly. They know when to speak, when to listen, and importantly, when to just hold the silence. They don't try to sound smart. They try to make you feel understood. They use simple yet powerful language. Instead of saying, we need to improve cross-functional collaboration, they would simply say, let's make it easier for our teams to help each other succeed. And you can do the same. Don't just show slides. Tell stories. Use simple language to explain complex ideas. And when you offer feedback, make it empowering and supportive. Communication isn't about saying more. It's about saying what actually matters. Smart leaders don't micromanage. They mentor. They focus on developing people, not just delivering projects. They help people see their potential, sometimes before they see it themselves. They paint a vision so clear that people can actually see themselves inside it. True leaders own their mistakes, stay calm under pressure, show up not as a boss but as a guide. And when people feel seen, trusted, and supported, they don't just perform, they rise higher than you could ever push them. Great leadership isn't about how many people follow you, it's about how many people grow because of you. Smart leaders are often visionaries. They don't just look at what's happening today. They connect today's tiny decisions with tomorrow's big outcomes. Smart leaders don't wait for the perfect decisions. They aim for a better decision than yesterday. They gather information, trust their intuition, and then move. And when things go wrong, they don't blame. They reflect, learn, adjust. They make refinement a habit. Leadership isn't about always being right. It's about going fast, learning deeply, and leading forward with clarity. The smartest leaders aren't the ones who think they already know everything. They are the ones who stay curious. The world is changing fast. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. So the leaders who thrive aren't the ones who cling into certainty. They are the ones who stay flexible. They learn, unlearn, and relearn. Smart leaders see feedback as a mirror, a way to grow, to sharpen, and to evolve. Because if something can make you better, why run from it? And here's the thing. Real leadership isn't about having authority. It's about having influence. And influence doesn't come from a job title. It comes from credibility, the trust you build day after day. Best leaders inspire through consistency and integrity. They lead by example. They don't just talk values, they live them. They persuade with empathy, facts, and vision. They look for common grounds. They build alliances. They ask, how can we all win here? And that's what leadership looks like today. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about creating a room where everyone feels smart, supported, and valued. Lead with wisdom, influence with compassion, grow with integrity. And when you do that, you don't just lead teams, you change lives. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who is stepping into a leadership role. Drop a comment and tell me what personal development topic you want next.